Hey guys, so the first thing I want to review is Usborne Books. This is a company that I've been with for a year and I love them. They are so awesome. I get like 25% commission right now, which is really great. You get your first few months free when it comes to like your website and everything, and training is free and it's all done online, so it's really nice, really easy. Plus my daughter now has a massive library and it's great because she is a total bookworm like I am. So it kind of fits both of us perfectly. And besides, our books are really super educational. They don't talk down to kids. So the one thing you don't want a book to do is to like talk down to your kids and be like, oh yeah, well you know, you're little, you can't understand this. Our books actually help them learn, build vocabulary, and get more hands-on with their stories. So some of the stuff I'm going to show you is pretty awesome. The first thing I want to show you is this metal and matchbook. This one's my favorite one. Oh, my daughter's too. It's called Imagine. And it does like all the fairy princess stuff. But we have one that's like adventure, which is more, you know, like pirates and stuff that I know a lot of little boys love. And then we have jobs and sports and monsters and jungle animals. There's like a whole set. And it's cool because these pages, you can read them either, you know, together, or you could mix and match them. And the kids love it because you can create like this funky looking character. And it says things like, Enid the excitable explorer flaps her fabulous fairy wings as she blushes and bows for being the best. And so this book is like really, 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 really awesome, you guys. I love it. But you could also read it together, but it has, for each character, all the words start with like the same letters. So this one is, Petulia the pretty and pink princess pops into the palace gardens to pick poppies with her pet puppy Pickles. And so it really helps kids learn a lot of stuff. Like it's a lot of sound repetition, which is really good for growing minds. So I really like this book. My daughter loves these books. We spend like over an hour just sitting and looking at these. And normally they say for 3 and up, but she's like 10 months old and she loves it. So as long as you're supervising younger kids with it, I think it's great. So this is definitely a favorite. But we don't just have books for younger kids. We have books for older kids too. This is another favorite. This is the Usborne Science Encyclopedia. And this is freaking awesome because in here you have the little, I know you can't really see it, but they have little QVC codes that you can scan with your phone and actually find out more about each topic. So you're not just limited to what's on this book. You can actually go and find out more stuff. So it has like internet links and stuff. And it's a hardback, which is really nice. And it has like so much stuff in here, you guys. Like it's ridiculous. I mean, everything from simple machines to lenses and mirrors. I mean, and it shows you like so much stuff. You know, teeth and digestion, balance and nature, which I think is really cool for those of you who are concerned about global warming. So even how like the body works with like hearing and, you know, dancing and stuff, like it really shows you a lot. There's reproductive and other stuff on here too. But yeah, these books are really great. They even have them in a set, which is really nice because I really like the set. But this is perfect for like your high schooler or junior high, like when they start to learn all this stuff. One thing I do love about these too is just like all of our books, every book has a 50% warranty. So if the kids get to this, like say you have a high schooler and a 2-year-old and your 2-year-old colors in your high schooler's book, you can get it for half price and they will ship it out to you. So that's really cool. And these books, we have them for little kids too, so like elementary school. So don't just think that our encyclopedias are only for big kids, because we have them for little ones too. Another one, and I didn't think about this, but I will be using my phone as my light for this. But these are our Shine a Light books, which they pretty much are what they say they are. We actually have miniatures in Chick-fil-A Happy Meal things or whatever. So this is really cool, but on this side it's a shadow and on this side it's a picture. And it'll say things like, snow covers the land, what has made these tracks? And you go in and you take the light and you can shine it through, and I know you probably can't see it, but you can kind of see the outline of whatever's hiding. So it does a lot with shadow play, which is really cool, and I really like it. My daughter loves it too, so it's kind of a plus, but again, she's like really too little to leave her alone with these books. But I really think that these are great for like 5 years old, because like what 5-year-old does not love to play with a flashlight? I think all kids do. So it's just sort of a given. But we have a whole collection of those, and we just got the human body and animal camouflage. So 2 new ones that you guys will probably love to see. We also have homework helpers. Aside from those encyclopedias, we have, this one's the Usborne Illustrated Grammar and Punctuation book, which I actually love because I'm studying English in college right now. And so I actually read this book and use it for homework. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. It tells you everything. It has fun pictures and fun little analogies and stuff that you guys can use. So it's really, really, really super cool. And I really like it. It's just really fun to go through because you can read and it'll have like little blurbs and tell you different ways to like understand what goes where. You know, parentheses and dashes. I know even as an adult I use them wrong. So yeah, I think we all do. And hyphens and stuff. But it also has in the back the writing process, which is really cool because it'll teach your kids how to write. And if you have a budding young author, that's the perfect book. And speaking of writing and authors, we also have Write Your Own Storybook, which this is pretty much self-explanatory. It's kind of like a journal, except for it has more to it. There are writing tips. We have writing prompts, so like this is the Story Mountain, where it shows you beginning, build up, problem, resolution, and the end. So it's teaching them how to do a plot summary. And it's really great. The makeup of a character, so it helps your kids create characters for their stories, which is really awesome. It really taps into their imagination. Every picture tells a story. They have you write a story about this picture, which is really great because that's what I did in my high school creative writing class. So you can definitely tell that this book is really into it, you know, write your own fairy tale. And we actually have a couple other books like this, like we have draw your own comic book and stuff like that. So it's really, 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 really awesome, you guys. We also have books that come with buddies. This one's What If Monster, and he's awesome. He comes with this book, Jonathan James and the What If Monster. You can get them, I guess they're separate right now, but basically this boy Jonathan James is going around all day and he's like, well, what if I, you know, do this and do that? And the What If Monster is saying, well, you know, what if this happens? So it's like Jonathan James is like, what if I play basketball? And then What If Monster is kind of like, well, what if you fail at playing basketball, kind of thing. And so they just kind of go through back and forth, you know, but then towards the end Jonathan James is like, well, what if I take a chance, you know, and I do really well. And so, you know, basically all the problems that he had with the What If Monster before are now resolved and much better. And so this is really cool because your kids can also tell the What If Monster their problems. You know, a lot of kids use this for like a therapeutic thing. And so if you have kids who have anxiety, like I totally have anxiety and I love this, you can talk to this little guy here and, you know, it'll help them feel better because they can kind of get out their worries and realize, okay, yeah, all the what ifs are bad, but, you know, what if I don't do so bad after all? So it's really helpful, and I think that a lot of kids will really like this. I know a lot of kids really like this, and shout out to Michelle Nelson Schmidt because her book, this book is going to be a cartoon pretty soon, you guys, so that's pretty awesome. Just saying, watch out for it. She's got a lot of stuff in her store right now, so just watch because I'm so excited for this. Plus all of the new stuff that she's working on, you guys. You're gonna love her so much, like it's ridiculous. Another one of her books that we have is Cordelia. My daughter is currently snuggling with the Cordelia doll. She's a cute little rag doll, by the way, you guys. But Cordelia is a really great book, and actually this is a great book for graduation. And I know that sounds kind of cliche because people always go for, you know, other places you'll go from Dr. Seuss, but actually this is so much better because Cordelia, she's a girl who can fly, you know, and she's telling people about all of her wonderful adventures that she has when she flies. You know, I mean, she's just like really courageous, really strong, really brave, really beautiful character. And, you know, but then one day she, you know, she is told that she can't fly, that all of the things she does isn't true. And so she's not doing that anymore. So, you know, she began to get sad, and this part always gives me goosebumps because, you know, she just stops believing in herself. She feels like, oh, well, because other people say I can't, that means I can't. But here we go, Cordelia, being the awesome person she is like, you know what? It doesn't matter what other people says. It matters what I say. And I say I can fly. And so she gets back and she flies and she does everything possible because she can. And there's Beatrice the whale. Hint, hint, guys. Something with Beatrice is going to happen soon. But yeah, so she ends up really finding herself and gaining the courage and the strength that she needs to continue on, even though she faces a lot of adversity. This is a really good book for kids who have been bullied. This is a really great book just as a graduation gift because, you know, kids can fly. You know, your kids can really soar and they can accomplish things. And it doesn't matter how old you are, this book will probably make you cry. It makes me cry every time I read it to Charlotte, my little girl. So, yeah, it's actually, no, it is the best book in my entire collection, and the #1 book that I'm totally in love with right now. Like, if I could only take one book to the moon with me or something, or to a deserted island, whatever you want to say, this would be the only book that I would bring. Seriously, you guys, best book ever written, okay? So, again, Michelle Nelson Schmidt does amazing work. She has the most amazing artistic and writing skills you will ever have in this century, probably ever, because seriously, all of her books are meant to really uplift and really encourage the readers. So keep an eye out for her stuff because she is just one happy, positive, amazing, sweet, wonderful, perfect person, and totally can't tell you how awesome it is to have her as a friend. Okay, next book we have is Nibbles, and he is a book monster, and of course he also is a plush. Different author, same great awesomeness. Okay, so Nibbles actually is a really interactive book. You can actually let him out of his cage, which then causes him to eat through everything, including books. And of course this book literally has, you know, when you see a hole in the page, it is literally a hole in the page. And it's kind of awesome because it also gives your kids a visual for a frame story, which is a story within a story. Right here we have Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And Nibbles eats through their story. And he eats out of their story and goes into Little Red Riding Hood. And he eats through her story. You know, changes up everything. Totally creates chaos, you guys. Jack and the Beanstalk, same thing. Just total craziness. And then at the end you have to catch Nibbles, which is really fun. Kids always love to catch Nibbles. And then towards back here, you know, oh, sorry. He escapes again. And of course, there's a hole in the back cover. So it's a really cool book, really fun, cute little corduroy plush guy. Everybody loves it when we take this book out. So, you know, wherever we take our little book and our little guy, our little Nibbles monster, people love it and think it's the cutest thing. And to be honest, it really is. They're so much fun. And of course, we also have books for babies. This is more my daughter's age group. It's touchy-feely books. We have like 42 of them and counting. They keep coming out with more. But it's called That's Not My, and then whatever it is. This one's That's Not My Kitten, which is my daughter's favorite, and it says things like, its ears are too soft, or that's not my kitten, its tongue is too fuzzy, and you can feel the fuzzy tongue, and it really helps them learn the different parts of speech, because it's describing all these different things that, you know, they're telling you why it's not there, whatever. And at the end, of course, the little mouse who is on every page looking for his kitty in this book says, you know, that's my kitty, its tummy is so fluffy and has a fluffy tummy. So this is really great, you guys. Kids love these books, and honestly, they are so much fun. They're just really quick, really short, and babies love them. They're really sturdy board books. Like, I don't know if you probably can't see, but they're really thick pages, so they're really hard for little kids to destroy. Which is good because my daughter uses these also for teething. So they are really awesome books, you guys. And again, like I said, most of our books are under $10, like $9.99 or less. I think like 60% of our books are like that. And then they all come with that half price replacement plan. So when you guys do, you know, look at the books and stuff and you think, oh, maybe this is too much, just keep in mind that the replacement plan is so much better, because it's like having a warranty without actually having to pay like a ton of extra money. So I really like this. I think it's fun. These books are amazing. They are probably the best books I think I've ever seen for kids, and they are so interactive, and they really challenge your kids' minds and their imagination all at the same time. So they're being educated, having fun, and being challenged. And I think that any book company that can do that for kids nowadays is okay with me. And especially because this will get your kids off of the screens and into a book and help them so much with like future, you know, everything. You know, any paper writing, job interviews, whatever, because this will help them get the writing skills, the language skills, everything that they need. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave comments in the section below. I will post my shopping link for Usborne in the description. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks.